So, are you ready to jump into Ruby programming? In this video, we'll start from the basics. So, we'll use this launchschool.com as our reference material so that we have a proper structure of the syllabus of this programming language. So, we have already set up our development environment. We know how to run a Hello World program. Now we'll jump onto some basics. So first of all, we'll see what is a string. So since I know almost all of you must have studied C or C++ or Java or Python as your first language, and therefore I'll not focus more upon the theoretical part, but rather focus on how to implement it in Ruby. Okay, so to implement, say this is a string in Ruby with double quote. So the man said hi there. So you have these single quotations which will be printed as it is. There's another way to define a string, which is using single quotes. Now if you want to print a single quote in a single quote string, you need to use this escape character, this backslash, and because of this backslash, the compiler will understand that this quote is not to end the string, but rather to print that, like to print this quote. Okay, so this quote will actually end the string because there is no backslash here, but we'll prefer this kind of string definition throughout our course. So we have something, so double quotes allow something known as string interpolation. So what is string interpolation? So you can see this. So ignore this IRB. This is the compiler, like execution step. Okay, so ignore this, do not type this. Okay, so we'll define a equal to 10. Okay, and next line we can just print this 10 by referring to a. How? So we'll write my favorite number is # curly brackets a, and that's it. So this so using this # curly brackets, so the expression is evaluated and the value is returned. Okay, so string interpolation only works within double quotes. Make sure of that. So this is a handy way to merge Ruby codes with strings. So you can see the output will be my favorite number is 10 because a is 10. It won't be my favorite number is a, it will be my favorite number is 10. So to evaluate an expression within the string, this is known as string interpolation. Now we can skip symbols because it's no longer really used. It's just a useful mnemonic device. So there are two types of numbers in Ruby, integer and float. So this is the same as we had in C, C++, Java. There's something known as nil, which is equivalent to the null character in C, C++ and Java. So I'll not really put my head into it. It's rarely used actually. You can check if something is equal to null by this statement, dot nil question mark. Dot nil question mark will return some value. So hello world dot nil is hello world nil, so it is not, so therefore false value is returned. So we have something known as operations, which is similar, which is actually same as like C, C++, Java. So plus sign or minus sign or into sign or divide sign or modular sign. So this is the same. So we'll just skim through it. You can use float values in the operations as well. For equality comparison, we have the double equal to symbol. This will return a boolean value, same. So we can quickly skim through. So string concatenation is like we use the plus sign to concatenate two strings. This also we have studied. So why I'm going very fast in this basic section is because the aim of this course material is to study Ruby, and there's no point reinventing the wheel. We already know all these things. So if you do not know the basics of any programming language, I would rather recommend to go back to studying the basics of C, C++, or for that matter any programming language. But for this course, and this course is being made exclusively for someone, of course everyone can view it, learn from it, but for the person for whom this course is being made, I know she knows all these stuffs already, so I'll just quickly skim through without wasting any time. So we have this type conversion. So how do we interconvert between the types? So this is an example. So 12 is a string, so we need to convert it into integer. So 12.to_i. So to_i is a method which will have 12 as a parameter and convert it into an integer value. So 4.2i, 4 hi there. So hi there will be ignored because it cannot be converted into integer. So 4 will be extracted out. So hi there 4. So here nothing will be extracted out because there's no integer in the beginning. It will just stop the execution there. So 4.2f. So this will convert it to a float value. So a decimal with a 0 is added, and similar examples. So basic data structures, we have two very common basic data structures in Ruby programming. We'll focus on arrays in this course. So this is how you can define an array using the square brackets, and the elements of the array are separated by commas. We can call, like, the index starts from 0, okay, so in Ruby as well. So if we make this array and call the 0, so 1 will be printed. If we have 2, so we'll have this 3 printed because 0, 1 and 2. So I guess you know all these things. So these are hashes. So hash is also known as a dictionary. It's a set of key value pairs. So you have a key, you have a value associated to that key. So dog, and this is how you specify a hash, define a hash. So you have this curly braces. The key is mentioned along with so the key is actually a symbol. So a symbol is written along with the colon prefixing the name of the symbol, followed by an equal to, greater than sign, which actually is an arrow which will point to a value. The value can be written in single quotes. Okay, so these are how you can have multiple key value pairs. So if you call cat, so meow will be printed because cat is referring to meow. So this chapter we covered the basic building blocks, and what I'd like you guys to do is to do these exercises. So add two strings together that when concatenate, return your first and last name as your full name in one string. Okay, and use the modulo operator, division or a combination of both, to take 4-digit number and find the digits in the thousand place, hundreds place, tens place and one place. So basically extracting all the digits out of a number. So, and also write a program that outputs the factorial of the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would like you to do these 3 exercises. So you'll get a better idea, a better feel of the course. So in the next section we'll see what variables are. So first practice these basic syntaxes and then only you move on to variables. Okay, so bye for now, see you in the next video.